Hey guys, I'm Corey and this is Tiffany.
And we're co-founders of The Investor Life.
And we help investors scale their business using other people's money.
Right now, today, we're going to be talking about real estate investing in Canada in 2021. It's a crazy world out there right now. Things are very different. So this is our advice to investors. And just a caveat, it's our advice and our opinion only.
So guys, the world is in turmoil. Everything that's been happening over 2020 with COVID-19, with everything how that is affecting the real estate market, a lot of people are wondering, should I even be entering it? And if I should be, what should I be doing? There's a lot of questions out there right now.
So there's a few things that we have to say. For one, we're going to talk about this a little bit more at the end of the video, but yes, opportunity is definitely coming. So do we want to capitalize on that? Absolutely. What do we have to do to be ready? We're going to talk about those things and how we can be a good human while we do it and actually help people out. First off, we hear a lot of people saying, just do it anyways. Real estate always recovers and all that kind of stuff. Please be careful. Please do research in your market. But remember that right now, that research and the things that have been traditionally we've been able to count on, we may not be able to count on right now. So you need to build in bigger reserve funds. You need to take less risks, and things like buying for cash flow, not equity, not planning on the market taking your property up for you, but buying something that works today in today's market is one of those things that is a safer risk for you to take.
So one word, conservative. Be conservative. Be conservative in your investing plans. Be conservative when you're doing your numbers. Things can change, as we've seen. Things can change very, very quickly. Yeah. Not only in our real estate market, not only in Canada, but worldwide, things have changed dramatically over this past 6 months or so. And that is going to continue for some time to come. So when you're trying to figure out what to do, be conservative in your numbers. Make sure that you're planning for things to go sideways, that you're not planning for everything to be rainbows and unicorns. Perfect. Because that is not necessarily going to happen.
So just for example, let's say that you're generally a flipper. And that's okay. Can you still flip in this market and in this time? Absolutely you can. But what are a few things that you can just watch out for? So for example, if you're going to flip a property, run the numbers on it and see. Let's say you get stuck with that property. Let's say the market changes. Let's say unemployment goes way up. Let's say, all these things happen. If you had to stick with that property and keep it instead of selling it, could you do that? Does it cash flow? Is it going to attract a decent tenant demographic? If it does, and you want to flip it and you're able to sell it and flip and make great money, awesome. Good for you. But if it doesn't, your plan B, your worst case scenario, is still a pretty big win. You get a great tenant in a great neighborhood with a renovated place that cash flows for you. So instead of, counting on those upswings right now, count on what's happening right now, run your numbers on it, and be prepared, have a B plan, a worst case scenario.
Before 2021, our advice would have been have a plan A and have a plan B. Now, things are different. Our advice would be have a plan A and a plan B, but also have a plan C and a plan D. This is the point, guys.
Work.
Make sure that you have built-in plans to make sure that if things do go sideways, if the market does go down, if unemployment goes up, if all of these things happen, which are happening all around us right now, you are still going to be okay. You are still going to be able to cash flow. You'll still be able to hold that property long-term if you can't sell it. So really our advice is look long-term, look at long-term buy and holds. That's what the market is telling us. Don't focus necessarily as much on your flips. Can it be done? Absolutely. But be very careful in making sure you have your plan B, C, and D.
Yeah, your long-term buy and hold is, of course, your most steady, long-term, that's your wealth creator that's over the long-term been proven. So maybe look at that kind of thing. So now let's talk about something a little more positive, and let's talk about, what's coming for us. So we've been now through 4 recessions in our investing journey, lifetime. We've been through 4 recessions, and we've always learned that these recessions, although the markets go down, it also brings great opportunity. So be ready for the opportunities that are coming.
What's that Warren Buffett quote?
It's my favorite. So be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. So do we want to be greedy? No, obviously not. But the point is that when others are being really fearful, which there's a lot of fear in the market.
There's a ton of fear.
Yeah. Then we know that this is maybe our time to not be so fearful and look for those opportunities. There's going to be people that need to get out of their houses and that will be open to more creative strategies. Agreements for sale. They'll want some rent to owns. People will like looking for joint venture partners.
Vendor takebacks and joint ventures. And
they're going to want alternatives, other places to place their money. There's so much opportunity that's going to be coming. Learn now. Learn what those things are. We have more links to other videos in the description so that you can find some of those videos on some of those creative strategies. But start learning now so that you can be helpful to these people when they come along. Be a good human. Give solutions to them that actually can help them out of the predicaments that they'll be in. Will you benefit? Absolutely. Will they benefit? Absolutely. You're going to make it a win-win. But make sure now that you start learning about all of those things so that you can be ready as these opportunities come up more and more.
Yeah. So 3 main points, guys. Point number one, be conservative, okay? Be very conservative when running your numbers. Point number 2, guys, is opportunity is coming. It's on our fingertips right now. We're going to have a lot of opportunity here in 2021. And point number 3, now is the time to be learning these strategies. Now is a time for you to be educating yourselves. Now is a time to learn about all these opportunities that are going to be here within our real estate market. So spend your time educating yourselves. If you need a place to do that, join us in our Fearless Facebook group, Fearless Real Estate Investors, and we'd be happy to help you there.
And if you found this video helpful, subscribe, and there's lots of other good stuff to come. There's also some links in the description, so grab some of those videos on creative real estate. And thanks for joining us. We'll see you on the next video.